Today we're getting straight into the action. You guys know how I prep my tires, you know what's in the car, so let's just see how much power we can put to it today. Well, we're kind of getting straight into the action. We got to cover one thing real quick first. A lot of you guys told me about this body and how it flexes at the front here. Need to strengthen up the front by the wheel wells in between the bumper and the center of the wheel well. So I got some shoe glue, some drywall tape. I'm gonna go in and strengthen just that part up there, and hopefully we don't turn this car into an airplane again. I know it has NASA logos on it, but I'm not trying to send it to the moon. And then we'll get out there and make some passes. Well, you've already seen the title of the video, and based on that footage, you could probably tell where this is going. That was a really rough testing session. Didn't get much done, but we're gonna go over what I think's going on. I really need to go back and look at that footage to see what's really happening, but we're gonna go over a couple of things that I think's going on. So first things first, you can see I have my scale set up here. I haven't really weighed the car in a while since adding bracing and new body mounts and all of that kind of stuff. So I wanted to kind of see where I'm at weight-wise. The Louisiana group I follow and their rules, minimum weight is 4.54 pounds or roughly 2,060 grams. So first thing I did today off camera was turned on my scales and weighed the car out. And you can see here, without a body or a battery, I'm already at 1,867, 68 grams or 65 ounces, basically 66 ounces. And we're already on that heavy end. Once I throw my battery in there, either battery actually, and the body, I'm well over that. I ended up at about 86.2 ounces total, which was about 2,470 grams, give or take. That's heavy. We're looking at over 400 grams heavy for the car, and weight's a big factor here. So I wanted to try to lighten the car up. I didn't want to do nothing too drastic because I know I have that DR10M coming in, but I wanted to do a little weight reduction. Looking around the car, there really wasn't much for me to cut weight on. I mean, I don't want to lose my chassis brace, my body mounts, anything like that. So the first thing I did was this bracing on the front of the chassis. There was a whole lot of material here, so I cut a little bit of that plastic you can see there, and that shaved off probably about 0.1 ounces. Not much of anything. The other thing I did, which I'm not sure if you'll be able to see too well, I took my rear tower extenders, which was originally 3 pieces of carbon fiber, and I removed 1 piece off of each extender. That took off another 0.2 ounces. Not much again. So honestly, I've been kind of thinking about what I can do next here. And like I said, I don't want to do too much knowing that I have that DR10M gonna be coming in. I'm sort of thinking about trying to make a carbon fiber chassis for this car. I think it'll be kind of cool. I'm sure I could do it. It's just, do I want to spend the money and the time doing it when I have that new car coming in? I guess depends how long it's going to take to come in. It's already June at the time of filming this video, and those cars still haven't shipped out. So kind of looking into doing that. I feel like if I make a custom carbon chassis, I could probably shave a good bit of weight and may even end up needing to add weight at that point, but that's what I'm looking at there. I know I definitely need to get the weight down on this car though. Next step was figuring out preload. I had a good bit of preload in the right hand side from the last time out, which just goes to show you that no matter what you do on one day, it might not work the next day. The car was driving all over the place. It went left, it was going right, so I completely reset, took all the preload out. You saw the car continuing to track left a whole lot, at least I saw that anyway, so I ended up with a little preload in the left side, and that seemed to straighten it out. That wasn't a big deal. Hopefully you can see in the video, which I'm hoping I caught it on camera, I saw it live. When I finally got the car launching pretty good, launching straight and actually launching hard, I was excited about the launch. About halfway down track, 60, 70 feet or so, the car went into like a violent wobble. And I'm not 100% sure what caused that. That's why I want to go back and look at the video. I have a couple of guesses, but not 100% sure. One of those guesses is this tire, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you have been looking at so far and are like, what in the world is going on there? I'm kind of figuring I have like sort of a vacuum issue, I guess, on this tire. With a battery in it, if I spin the wheels up without any load on it, it kind of balloons out and gets rid of it. But as soon as I set the car down again or grab the tire, you can see it doesn't bounce back to where it should be. I think that's gonna be as easy as just removing the bead lock off the wheel and letting some air in that tire. I don't think these wheels are vented, which is kind of funny to me actually. But I think that's an easy enough fix. I'm not 100% sure if that was causing my issue, because like I said, if I gave it some throttle without a load on it, that tire will balloon back out and be fine. But maybe sitting on the line before I launched left a flat spot in the tire, and that's what was giving me that issue. The other thing I sort of thought of was playing around with that preload so much. I wasn't sure if maybe I was overloading one side versus the other. Like maybe the chassis was twisted and I was giving it too much preload to compensate for it. But I'm gonna have to go back and look at that video, kind of go through it frame by frame to see what was really going on, why the car got so wild like that. After a few of those passes like that though, I decided it was just time to give up for the day. Nothing was going right, and at the end of the day, I'd rather just cut today as a loss and say, hey, you know what? We didn't have a great day, than do something and mess up the car, crash the car. I just decided to cut my losses on today. That strengthening up on the front of the body worked really well, so thanks to all of you for the tips on that. Just a little shoe glue and drywall tape, and I didn't have no issues with the body bouncing around today and flying up in midair. You did probably hear a little bit of scraping on that front splitter when I got on the brakes, but it just scraped the paint off. It didn't hurt anything, didn't hurt the body at all, so that's all great. We still have a pretty fresh, clean body. So I know today's video wasn't too exciting, but you guys know how I like to be honest and open with everyone and share all of my experiences with you guys. Today just wasn't a good day. It just goes to show, you know, not every day you go out there is gonna be great. You could have a great day one weekend and the next weekend you come out, car's set up exactly the same, and have a horrible day. Today was discouraging, but obviously I'm not just giving up. I just decided to take a break for the rest of the day, come back to the drawing board and see what we can do. So let me know down in the comments below. I know it's discouraging, but do you still like seeing videos like this, even though I didn't make crazy insane passes and didn't really make good passes at all? Let me know what you think about lightening up this car just until I get that DR10M in. Do you think I should go ahead and make a carbon fiber chassis? Is that something y'all interested in seeing? Like, does anyone want to see me go through and make a carbon fiber chassis? And leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video anyway. As always, subscribe if you're new around here, and thanks again for watching. Peace.